How are you doing today? It's Light Over Darkness 33, and today we're going to talk about the light. The light. I hope you enjoy the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you hit the like button. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified that I'm online and you can come and watch me. Okay? All right, let's get started. I'm happy to be with you today. And we're going to start talking about the light. Now, as the introductory, I want to let you know that the reason I chose, I didn't really choose it. God gave it to me. The reason it was given to me, Light Over Darkness 33, is because there's so much darkness in the world now. And after having the stroke, I know I talk about it a lot, but it's a part of my life. After having the stroke, I can't handle arguing and any kind of negative vibes. I can only stay up. I can only stay positive and vibe on that. You know, I'm like a vibing type of girl, you know, just happy. And so I'm Light Over Darkness 33 because of that. Because he lit my life up again out of a dark, dismal place. Excuse me. Out of a dismal place of being almost unable to speak, unable to walk, unable to do anything. So I was revived, so to speak. So the light that I see now is a little bit different than the light I saw in the beginning when God first started talking to me. There is a light that God will put that's in your third eye. And also, it will shine inward as well as outward. And when you have activated it, your pineal gland, when you have activated your pineal gland, that's what your third eye is called, officially, you will be able to see inside of a dark world, things that people don't normally see. You'll be able to have vision and all types of things like that. Now, there are some numbers that are associated with seeing through the light of God. There is 633. Now, 633 is a number that talks about the right effort, doing well while you're living, being positive, and keep going. I saw this number a lot when I was being awakened. And my awakening entailed me getting past the feeling of, I can't do this anymore, I can't do that anymore, to the point of where I feel invincible. Not that I can do what I used to do, but I can do what I've never done before. I never thought about being on YouTube before. I've watched it lots of times, but I've never thought about doing a channel for myself. And in watching videos and certain mentors speaking into my life without knowing they were speaking into my life, it gave me pause to the negativity I was thinking. And it strengthened me through God. And I knew that God had gave them the word for my life. See, that's the thing. God will bring people into your life that will speak a word that will ignite in you the light and allow you to see double numbers. It allows you to see things you've never seen before. And in seeing these things, it will change your life. Your life will be changed. And as your life is changed, then what happens next is, you're a different person because you're in the light. The next number is 646. And that means that your goals are fulfilled. Your goals are fulfilled. When your goals line up with God and you're on the same frequency, explaining frequency. Now, frequency is a tone. It's a tone that God is on. He's on a certain level. If you want to call it a level instead of a tone, that's fine. But he's on a different level. And in being on that different level, what happens is when you have, got yourself spiritually on that level where you can hear God, where you can see visions, where you can have feelings about things. I got a feeling about this. Those are your spiritual gifts coming out. Before we were created in our mother's womb, we had a spiritual connection with God like no other. We had a connection to our mother through the umbilical cord. And we had a spiritual connection with God because we were floating in the water. And we were being created. See, remember when Eve was created and God took the rib from Adam? Well, she was in the light. She was in the light because she was being created. Now, I'm going to tell you something else. A lot of people don't believe it, but even though we were birthed through man and woman, we are still created by God. Created by God. Because he's the one that allows the baby to be inside. So once the baby is created, she's given the living, she is giving the light of God in order to be the person that he wants them to be. Now, when we get older, especially 12, it's something about the age of 12. A lot of things change for you as long as nobody bothers you and lets you go on your journey. Because we all have a journey. And your journey is to shine light in this world, however you can, using the gifts you were given. Now, if that child is allowed to get past age 12 without any complications, that child will either be an indigo or starseed or something like that. What is an indigo? An indigo and a starseed, those are children who are aware of the spirituality. And they do things that aren't quite normal. They may see ghosts. They may hear voices. They may want to play in the sunshine all the time because there's energy from the sunshine. The sunshine will give you energy and it will ignite the light in you. It will ignite your third eye. That's why a lot of times I go outside and I just stand outside under the sun and let it beam on me. It's also good for your skin. A lot of people, it won't work for them for their skin, but that's another topic I'm not going into. The sun will ignite your third eye because the sun is created by God. He created the sun to shine on us by day, the moon to shine on us by night. And when you see a full moon, that really means something. You should pay attention to your life at that time. And now I'm going to talk about the number 733. I saw this number after meditating. I was meditating and I was in a good vibe. And when I got up, it was 7:33. I was meditating on my desire. I was meditating on my desire and thanking God for my desire, and I saw 733. It means fully supported. Imagine that. You're praying and meditating. So how that works, you're praying for your desire. And then you shut down your mouth, you shut down your mind, your thinking, and you're just open, totally open, so that God can speak to you. And you're meditating, just being quiet, just allowing Him to speak to you, just allowing Him to talk to you, just allowing Him to pour into your spirit. And when God pours into your spirit, it feels so great. It is an honor and a privilege to be talked to by God, to hear His voice and know it's not your conscience. That's when you know you are spiritually aware. That's when you know you have the light of God inside of you, because you can tell His voice besides your voice, your own voice in your mind, or the voice of the enemy, which makes you fearful. Now, we all know, well, I know, I hope you know, that we don't have the spirit of fear. Not up in here. We have power, love, and a sound mind. And our sound mind allows us to hear our Father's voice and know it's His voice. Because He said, my sheep know my voice. So if you're a sheep of God, you know His voice. And you know it's when He speaks to you. So that also means that you're surrounded and loved by the angels. Now, that's great. Because when you are loved and surrounded by the angels, that's when you'll see these numbers ending in double numbers at the end, or there'll be triple numbers. You will know that is the angels coming around you, letting you know different things about your life, whether you're going in the right direction, whether you need to slow down, whether you need to make a right turn or a left turn, whether you need to be silent. These angels will let you know if you're on the right frequency. If you've been meditating, if you've been praying, if you've been staying out of negativity and things like that. And I'll tell you something else about negativity. You get to a certain frequency and it'll bounce off you. It won't bother you. But that's when you've grown in your spiritual journey. I encourage you to grow in your spiritual journey. A lot of people talk about spiritual things, but they're not growing. They're still talking about the same things year after year. You have to grow. You have to grow spiritually. You have to grow metaphysically. You have to allow God to show you what He wants to show you. You're bigger than that. I mean, once He has you at a certain level, that's when your gifts will start to show. You may be an author. You may be a movie creator. You may be somebody who is musically inclined. All of those gifts are from God. And I'll tell you something else. When you have the abilities like that to create, because that's creation, creating movies, acting, that's creation, music, that's creation, art, that's creation. All those things are creation. Those don't come from man. Those aren't, they can be taught, but the best of the best have it innately. It's inside of them. And they know how to do it right off the bat. They know how to create easily when they're in their vein. Now, put on my glasses so I can see a little better. Also, it means successfully manifested. You have successfully manifested. That means that what you have been praying for, baby, is here. Happy day. It's happy day because what you have manifested what you've been praying for. You may have been manifesting, asking for a prayer for something that's totally unattainable. But the angels will let you know with this particular number, 733, it's manifested. Now, there are many stages of manifestation. Now, it can be at the first stage where you say it. It can be at the second stage where you visualize it. It can be at the third stage where you're always speaking about it. Even though you're not trying to, but you end up speaking about it. It can be at the fourth stage where you start to see it in other people and other things. And then it can be at the fifth stage where it actually appears and you actually can touch it. Then it can be at the next stage where you actually have it. So those are the stages of manifestation that I've encountered. I don't know what I can only speak for myself. I don't know what anybody else feels about their manifestation, but that's what's happened to me. So it's also about prosperity and abundance. Prosperity and abundance. Now, we all know what prosperity and abundance mean. Now, there's many levels to prosperity and abundance. Of course, large, small, medium, that's sizes of it. But it can be either anything. It can be land. It can be a home. It can be a vehicle. It can be employment. It can be a business. It can be love. You can manifest love to the point where you end up getting married to your heart. You're no longer alone. You know, it can be friends where God gives you people who love you and who are around you daily to encourage you all along the way. So prosperity and abundance can mean anything. But just know it's not a small scale. It's something large, magnificent. And it's something that is life-changing. And I encourage you to think outside the box. Whatever you have thought about, make it bigger. Dream, children. Dream, angels. Dream. Get your best dream out there. And then pray about it. And then manifest on it. Then stand in the light and talk to God about it. Stand in the mirror and talk to yourself and start to talk to God about it. Do all of these things. Do a war prayer. A war prayer is when you may walk around the room. Remember in the Bible, they walked around a tower until it fell down. You are walking around. You're standing in the middle of the room. I'm going to teach you this, because I did it, and my manifestation came through. I stood in the middle of the room, And then once you're standing in the middle of the room, you say what's bothering you. You say what you desire. You say what you want. Basically praying. And then after you have stated your intention, you walk around the parameters of that room and you claim it. It's done. It's done. It's done. I have it. It's done. I have it. It's done. And look at the clock at certain times when you hear, look at the time. When you look at the time, I guarantee you, one of those times you're going to see an angel number. And I suggest you Google it and then put angel number behind it and see what it means for you. My next number is 333. This number is very, very, very special to me. This number and 1111, oh, they're the best numbers to me. I have enjoyed seeing these numbers in my life. They have enlightened me and changed my mind about things, not being so negative, not being so mean, not being so down. 333 is an encouragement, see? It encourages you. Be encouraged. You have to be encouraged. But sometimes it's so hard to encourage yourself because you're going through. I remember one time I was trying to encourage myself and I was going through something so badly. And I moved to New York. God told me, move to New York. And at that time, I was watching the television and I was watching the Christian channel because, you know, I was getting something out of that. I was getting comfort out of that. And there's a pastor by the name of Paula. I'm sure you guys know her, Paula White. Shout out to Paula White. And she said, she had on a advertising, Paula goes to New York. She was going to New York to a session. I kept seeing it over and over, over and over, over and over. And because that's my name, it hit me hard. And I said, New York? And then after that, I kept hearing about New York. So I said, you know what? Maybe I should move to New York. And I did. And I had a fantastic time. I enjoyed it. I ended up with having a nice place to live that was in Long Island. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. I enjoyed it. I got lost on the train. But it was great. I was scared. I didn't know where to get off at because I was lost. And I was going borough to borough. I went through all 5, I think. To the point where I ended up going right back all the way downtown. And then I'm like, okay, where are you going? Where am I? So then I researched it and found out where I needed to be. It's also saying that your angels are nearby. We're still talking about 333. Angels are nearby. Wow. Angels are nearby. Your archangels are nearby. Can you imagine Michael being in the room telling you whatever's your problem, whatever's bothering you, I will fight the fight for you. I will stop the enemy from attacking you. Gabriel's coming with a message. I love you. You can do it. There's nothing you cannot do. There's nowhere you cannot go. You are a star. You are beautiful. Imagine that. Imagine the angels coming to you, talking to you about that, letting you know they love you, letting you know you are protected, you are special. Wow. And the last one is your plans are going well. Your plans are going well. See, I'm telling you, these angel numbers are important. They will tell you whether you're going right or you need to make a left and stop doing what you're doing, or whether you need to work a little harder, try something different, be encouraged, your goals fulfilled, manifest more. Manifest more. So I hope I have helped you in seeing the light that God has for you. There's a light that shines that mere man cannot see. And that light that shines in you gives you the ability to love in a world where there isn't much love. It will give you the ability to understand pain from this world and not let it bother you so much to the point where you're sick about it. You will learn how to help stop the pain of this world, stop the pain of others. Be a help, angels. Don't be a hindrance. Don't add to the mayhem of this world. I encourage you to not only manifest for yourself, but manifest so you can help others. Manifest so that you can be a light in this dark world, and that something you leave behind can be a legacy. Let your legacy be one that continues throughout the years and nobody forgets you, because you're doing right. You're doing right. And I want you to also know that love is a key component. You may be going through something deep. You may be going through something harsh. But I want you to know that whatever you're going through, whatever it is, you can make it. But you're going to have to go within and shut down the chattering of this world. Block it from you so that you can concentrate on what you need to concentrate on. Let this mind be in you that comes from God. Let the attitude that comes from you be the same as God's. That's when you're on his frequency. It's a frequency of love. It's a frequency that comes from above. You won't let anybody disturb you, disturb your journey. Because you know you came here to do a job, and you're going to do that job. And that job that you do, you'll be doing the work of angels. You'll use the body that you've been given to do the best that you can do and give people hope. Hope. See, it's not so much about asking for money. It's what you're going to do with the money. What are you going to do with it? Can you make any changes in the world with it? Or is it all going to be about you? It's not all about you. It's about making a change in the world. Now, if you're using it so that you can draw people. Because I'm going to tell you something. People are drawn to wealth. So if you have the spirit of wealth around you, yes, the spirit. If you have the spirit of wealth around you and people are drawn to you, that's when you can give them love. That's when you can use that opportunity to shine light inside of them that God has shined in you, and you're spreading love. Love is the only thing that's going to turn this world around. We need to know how to love each other again. And we need to know how to love our children again. For some reason, things are not the way they're supposed to be. Let's get back on track. Let's do something that should be done to help each other prosper. Let's not be greedy anymore. Help, reach back and help somebody else. You know, they're talking about Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman opened the way for others. Are you opening any ways? Are you opening any doors? What are you doing that makes a mark in this world? That lets the world know that you have been here. Remember back in the day, we used to write, so-and-so, whatever your name is, was here. Or what were you there doing? Okay, you want everybody to know you were there. That was important at that time. Now you have a chance through many venues to let people know that you're here, that you're moving and growing, manifesting and prospering. Your life is a beacon to others, and you can help so many with your light. You can help so many people to find their light. Let your life be worthy of being here. Don't let your life be a life that is just a shame. Don't be ashamed. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. And I want you to be a light in this world. This is Light Over Darkness, shining her light, her gift, into a dark world. Angel Light Over Darkness 33. You be blessed. May your family be blessed. May everything you touch and came in contact with is blessed. Take care.